Hello, good morning students. How are you? I think you are quite well. Today I will discuss a new topic, work energy theorem for constant force. Work energy theorem for constant force. Work energy theorem for constant force. We will discuss work energy theorem for a constant force. It states that the work done by the net force acting on a body, the work done by the net force acting on a body is equal to the change in kinetic energy of the body. Suppose a constant force acting on a body of mass m produces acceleration a while covering a distance s. Its velocity changes from u to v. Suppose a constant force F acting on a body of mass m produces acceleration a while covering a distance s. Its velocity changes from u to v. Here u is initial velocity and v is the final velocity. Then according to the Newton third equation of motion, we know v square is equal to according to Newton third equation of motion, v square is equal to u square, or we can write v square minus u square is equal to 2as, multiplying both sides by half m, multiplying both sides by half m, then we get half mv square minus half m u square is equal to half m into 2as. We will cancel 2 from both sides, then it become half mv square minus half mu square is equal to ma into s. Now we know that according to the Newton's second law, F is equal to m into a. Since F is equal to m a, this is final kinetic energy, this is initial kinetic energy, and this is force, and this is distance or displacement. This is final kinetic energy minus this is initial kinetic energy is equal to ma, we can write F into s, and we know work is equal to force into displacement. Work is equal to force into displacement. Thus we can write final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy is equal to work done. Thus change in kinetic energy is equal to work done on the body by net force. Change in kinetic energy is equal to work done by net force. Change in kinetic energy is equal to work done by the net force. This is work energy theorem for a constant force. Now we will discuss work energy theorem for a variable force. Work energy theorem for a variable force. Our next topic is work energy theorem for a variable force. Consider a variable force. Consider a variable force F acts on a body of mass m, produces displacement ds in the direction of applied force. Consider a variable force F acts on a body of mass m, produces acceleration a in the direction of applied force, produces a displacement s. Displacement you can write ds. Consider a variable force of mass. Variable force F acts on a body of mass m, produces a displacement ds in the direction of applied force. Then a small amount of work done. Small amount of work done. Small amount of work done, that is dw is equal to F into ds. This is the small amount of work done. Here theta is 0 degree because force applied in the direction of applied force. Therefore theta is equal to 0 degree. We know A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. Thus dw is equal to F ds cos 0 degree and cos 0 is equal to 1. Thus we can write dw is equal to F ds. Now suppose this is my first equation. According to the Newton's second law of motion, we know according to Newton second law, F is equal to m a, and we can write F is equal to m dv upon dt. Now put the value of F in equation first. Put the value of F. Put the value of F in equation first. Then we get dw is equal to m dv upon dt into ds. We can also write dw is equal to m dv upon into ds upon dt. What is ds upon dt? Since v is equal to velocity is equal to ds upon dt, thus we can write dw is equal to m, this is v, mb dv. dw dw is equal to mv dv. Now dw is equal to mv dv. Now if applied force increases the velocity from u to v, then total work done on the body. If applied force changes the velocity from u to v, then total work done on the body. For this we will integrate this equation, and lower limit is u and upper limit is v. Thus integrate dw is equal to m initial velocity u, final velocity v, and v dv. Now integration of v dv is v square upon 2, and integration of dw is w. Then w is equal to m v square upon 2. Now we take 2 out, that is w is equal to m upon, here lower limit is u and upper limit is v. Then it becomes m upon 2 v square, lower limit u, upper limit v, that is w is equal to m upon 2 upper limit minus lower limit, that is v square minus u square. Then we can write half mv square minus half mu square. W is equal to half mv square, that is final kinetic energy. This is final kinetic energy, and half mu square, this is initial kinetic energy. Half mv square is the final kinetic energy, and half mu square is the initial kinetic energy. Thus we can say work done is equal to change in kinetic energy of the body. Work done is equal to change in kinetic energy of the body. This proves work energy theorem for variable force. This proves work energy theorem for a variable force. Now we will discuss work done by a variable force. Our next topic is work done by a variable force. Work done by a variable force. Our next topic is work done by a variable force. First we draw the diagram. First we draw the diagram, and this is rectangle shape. This is rectangular shape. Here along x-axis we take displacement. Suppose this is initial displacement and this is final displacement, and this is area rectangle A, B, C, D. Area A, B, C, D. We can write here C, and this is D. Now along y-axis we take fx, and on x-axis we take x. Fx, and this is area, this is area delta x, and this is displacement delta x, this is displacement delta x, and this is area f delta x. Now this is initial displacement and this is final displacement. We can draw this by, this is initial position xi and this is final position xf, and this is fx, and this is displacement x. Now we will tell you consider a variable force, consider a variable force f x along a fixed direction, say x axis. Consider a variable force f x along a fixed direction, say x axis. The magnitude of the force depends on x. Magnitude of the force depends on x. We will calculate work done by the net force. We will calculate work done by the force from initial position xi to the final position xf. The displacement can be divided into larger number of displacement. The displacement can be divided into larger number of equal displacement. Now larger number of equal displacement delta x, thus we can write W is equal to F delta x. Now adding area of all rectangles, adding area of all rectangles, that is total work done W, total work done W is equal to initial position xi and final position xf summation of f delta x. Now take the limit, that if we take the limit delta x tends to 0, if limit delta x tends to 0, then total work done, for total work done W is equal to limit delta x tends to 0, sigma initial position xi, final position xf, f delta x, which we can write integration W is equal to lower limit xi, upper limit xf, f dx. This is the work done by a variable force. Now we will discuss next topic, what is energy. Our next topic is energy. You know energy quite well. The capacity of a body, the capacity of a body to do work is known as energy. Energy. The capacity of a body to do work is called energy. Energy of a body is measured by amount of work the body can perform. Energy of a body is measured as amount of work which the body perform. Now SI unit of energy is joule and CGS unit of energy is erg. SI unit of energy is joule. You can also know energy unit of work is also joule, and CGS unit of energy is erg. Energy has several forms. Energy has several forms. You know, mechanical energy, sound energy, heat energy, light energy, nuclear energy, etc. It means there are several types of energy. Now we will discuss what is kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy? Our next topic is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. The energy possessed by a body. The energy possessed by a body by virtue of its motion is known as kinetic energy. The energy possessed by a body by virtue of its motion is known as kinetic energy. Examples of kinetic energy: a bullet fired from a gun pierced a target. This is example of kinetic energy. Also, moving air runs the windmills. This is also example of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy of air is used to run windmills. Similarly, there are many examples for kinetic energy. Now we will derive expression for kinetic energy. Our next topic is expression for kinetic energy. Expression for kinetic energy. First we will draw diagram. Suppose this is a ball and force F is applied and ball moves through a distance S in the direction of applied force. Here velocity is equal to 0. Here velocity is equal to V. Kinetic energy, we will repeat it again. Kinetic energy of a body, kinetic energy of a body can be determined by calculating the amount of work required. Kinetic energy of a body can be determined by calculating the amount of work required to bring the body into motion, to bring the body into motion from initial state of rest. Suppose u is equal to 0, that is initial velocity of the body. Initial velocity of body, and v final velocity. Final velocity and s distance traveled. S distance traveled. S is the distance traveled. F constant force applied on the body. S is the constant force applied on the body, and m is the mass of the body. Mass of the body. F constant force applied on the body. Now we know from the Newton's third equation of motion. From Newton third equation of motion, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Here u initial velocity 0, therefore v square is equal to 0 plus 2as. From here we see v square is equal to 2as. A is equal to v square upon 2s. A is equal to v square upon 2s. Now force and displacement are in the same direction. Force and displacement are in the same direction. Therefore W is equal to F dot S. Since force and displacement, since force and displacement are in the same direction, therefore W is equal to F dot S. Now we know F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma from Newton's second law. Therefore W is equal to ma dot S. We will put the value of A, that is W is equal to m into v square upon 2s into s, cancel s. Therefore W is equal to half mv square. This work done appears in the form of kinetic energy. Thus we can write kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. This is the formula for the kinetic energy. Now we will discuss a numerical. Our first numerical is a particle of mass 0.5 kilogram. A particle of mass 0.5 5 kilogram. Travel in a straight line with velocity v is equal to a x power 3 by 2, where a is equal to m power minus 1 by 2 s power minus 1. What is the work done by the net force? What is the work done by the net force during the displacement from x equal to 0 to x equal to 2m? Now mass of the body is given m 0.5 kilogram, traveling in a straight line with the velocity v a x power 3 by 2, where a is equal to 5 meter power minus 1 by 2 second power minus 1. Now we know acceleration a is equal to dv upon dt. First we differentiate it, that is a acceleration a d by dt x power 3 by 2. We will take out a, that is a into 3 by 2 x power 3 by 2 minus 1 and dx upon dt. Now we see a 3 by 2a 3 by 2a x power 1 by 2, and what is the value of dx upon dt? You can write dx upon dt as a velocity. This is the velocity, and value of the velocity ax power 3 by 2. 3 by 2 a x power 1 by 2 into a x power 3 by 2. Thus we get 3 by 2 a square 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2 2 x square 3 by 2. This is the acceleration. This is the acceleration. Now we know force is equal to mass into acceleration, that is mass 0.5 into acceleration 3 by 2 a square x square. 3 by 2 a square. Now we can write here mass. This can be written as F is equal to 3 by 2 m a square x square. Now work done. For work done we will integrate it. Work done W is equal to integration of lower limit 0 upper limit 2 f into dx. Now we will put the value of f from here. We will put the value of f, that is w is equal to 0 to 2 lower limit 2 0 upper limit 2 3 by 2 m a square x square dx. We will take out it. W is equal to 3 by 2 m a square and 0 to 2 x square dx. W is equal to 3 by 2 m a square and it become x cube upon 3 0 to 2. we will take 3 out. W is equal to 3 by 2 m a square into 1 upon 3, and in place of x we will write upper limit minus lower limit, that is 2 cube minus 0 cube. We will cancel 3. W is equal to half m a square into 8, 2 4 ja, W is equal to 4 m a square, that is 4, and mass 5, and acceleration 5, mass 0.5 and acceleration 5. Thus we get W is equal to 25 into 4, 100, that is 50 joule. W is equal to 50 joule. Thank you.